I'm Benjamin and I'm representing Action Duchenne, and it's really exciting to be here at the conference this year, particularly in light of the upcoming release of the new research strategy, which I think is really relevant to those with Duchenne and is quite forward-thinking in its approach to tackling Duchenne, and in terms of trying to promote funding for new and innovative research, whilst supporting research such as gene therapy and exon skipping, which we've been funding for a long time now. And yeah, it just fills me with sort of hope, somebody with Duchenne. And I think it incorporates not just young people with Duchenne, but older adults like myself, or younger adults like myself. And that is really promising. And I feel like can just sort of get on with life, which is really exciting for me, because I'm at the moment studying neuroscience in my final year at Nottingham University, and I'm hoping to apply for a graduate scheme with the Wellcome Trust. And also I'm just starting to look at what jobs I want to do, because I don't want to go into research, but something sciencey would be good.
Benjamin, tell me about your work with DMD Pathfinders, and also how did you find your internship with us? And I know that you've done some really great work, that you went to that meeting with the EMA. How did you find that side? Is that something that you really want to do in the future?
I think that's more the sort of thing that I would quite like to do, and have found really fun, particularly the EMA conference. It was really good to be able to speak in front of the EMA about trying to engage with young people in research. I got a lot from that, because I quite enjoyed talking to people, and it was just really good for my confidence to do that as well. And also just working with Action Duchenne in terms of the research subcommittee, and also the internship that I recently have done, which was around writing some content for the new website that's going to be released soon. And that was, really, really good. And DMD Pathfinders, we're still sort of growing as an organisation. I haven't done any specific things with them as such, but definitely sharing ideas and ways of taking that charity forward, which is trying to focus more on supporting adults with Duchenne and trying to obviously live life to the best that we can do, and also promoting research in adults, because there is a lot of research in young people with Duchenne, but with adults, and particularly non-ambulant, so individuals who aren't able to walk and are mostly using their wheelchairs or power chairs. There's a lack of research for our needs, and there's more of us, we're living a lot longer now, so we need a lot more support than we did perhaps 10, 20 years ago, because standards of care have improved a lot, and treatment has, in terms of steroid treatment and controlling problems with the heart, has been a lot better. So people are living a lot longer, and that's a good thing. It's really good.
And with the European Medicines Agency, because you've done that aspect, so that was a great introduction to the regulatory side, right? Yeah. So it's quite complex, but it's a wonderful opportunity, right, for young advocates living with Duchenne to share that voice, right, in decision making, because you're equal partners in having a voice, like parents, like other members of family members who are living with Duchenne. Yeah. Is that something that you really want to do, or have you given some thought? Because I know that the laboratory is not for everyone, and is that something that you kind of want to do after university, or would you want to think about the more science and communication side?
I think I'm more thinking about the science communication side of things, of trying to educate people or just raise awareness of key issues within science, but also in terms of the EMA, I think the patient voice is really important, and they're waking up to that fact that we are the experts who live with the condition. So I think if there's a capacity to do that, I think that is really important for everyone, really, because the regulatory bodies, they're going to listen to what you have to say, and I think it's going to really help in terms of treating rare diseases, that they start to listen to the patients more as they are doing, which is really good.
And I'm sure that you'll have a number of opportunities, and I can totally empathise where you're coming from, because it's fantastic to learn and to share, and I guess that links to the conference. And what's the part of the conference that you're looking forward to the most?
So I'm speaking tomorrow specifically about my internship and just accessing work and how I went about it, and hopefully other people will either want to do an internship with Action Duchenne, which would be brilliant, or DMD Pathfinders, but they had realised that they can do things. Just it might involve a bit more thinking, but it's possible to do that. And I think that's really good. And I think, just this conference, there's lots of sessions, and there's a lot of sessions for some of the younger adults and older adults with Duchenne, that I hope will be really engaging, and just fill people with sort of hope after this conference that they can do things despite having Duchenne.
And have you been enjoying being on the research subcommittee and all those calls late at night?
That has been good, and it's been interesting to see how how pharmaceutical companies or researchers go about funding and trying to come to charities like Action Duchenne for grants. So that side of things has been really interesting, and I've learned a lot about it.
And it's really great to have the voice of the young person and in the subcommittee. We're so happy to have you there, but there's an endless amount of possibilities for you and what you want to do. So just tell us if we can help, then let us know. But for all the young people as well. It's not necessarily just about the science, right? Because science is not always everyone's bag.
No, science isn't for everyone, and there's room, whatever your skills are, whether that's in art or design or whatever that is. Science isn't the only thing. They're all important, actually, and I think people need to remember that you don't have to have a science background to grasp some of the things that are going on at the conference, which some of the therapies, the science is complicated, but people are here to help you understand, and they want you to understand. So I think you should definitely ask if you've got any questions. And not worry if you don't understand everything, because you don't necessarily have to do what you want, or to get what you want from this conference and just from life in general. So.
Great. Well, thank you. And it would be great for next year to have more adults, right? From all over the UK, but from different countries, and teenagers. I'm really excited to hear what the teenagers think about the teenage sessions. Yeah. So they look quite fun, don't they?
There's a lot of fun things going on today and tomorrow and
the whole conference. But let us know what you think that we should. We're also working with the Pathfinder, but if there's anything else you think that we should, because every year the conference grows organically, we want to make it bigger and better. Yeah. So let us know what you think. Yeah. And same for yourselves. Yeah. For those who couldn't make it this year, we hope to see you next year. Thank you. Yeah.